Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. I have something different. I don't have part 3 of the butter yellow suit because I was in a slump. I really just did not feel like creating. I did not feel like sewing. I slept so much. There was one day when I literally came back from work, slept from 4, woke up the next morning at 4. So that was good. I feel relaxed. And earlier on, I was actually in a slump and I decided to go thrifting because I have a birthday party tomorrow where, I wanted to see if I can find something that I can sort of remake into something that I can wear. So I am going to take my beloved bag because when these guys see you with no bag, they're going to sell a bag to you. And I think my budget is going to be 250 for not sure what I'm going to buy, but basically just 250. So we'll see what we find for that amount. So I did go thrifting and we obviously brought back goodies. And let me tell you, I'm actually in a good mood now. So nothing like trying to find, a great deal, an item for like dirt cheap really puts me in the mood. And yeah, as you can see, I'm smiling. But then I thought this video was going to be very like super short. So I included other items that I got from Facebook Marketplace. And I'm just going to take you through what I'm going to do with them. Okay, so first, let me show you what I do when I go thrifting. I love these pants for going thrifting. And the reason is that they have a zip. Like they have 2 pockets, both sides, and they have a zip. So that means everything is secure, very close to me. And if there's any actions here, I'm going to know. Let me grab my phone. So phone on one side, like that, fits very, very comfortably. So these are our Adidas pants. And then wallet, I like this. I bought it for myself as a souvenir. I'm old, guys, so I like any Percy thing that looks very, very old. And look at that, guys. I actually had change. So remember my initial budget was 250. I think I got 350. So I did get 250 and then there was 100 bucks on. So that means basically I spent 230. Sorry. That was a false alarm, okay? So I take my trusty purse that I got myself last year, put it on the one side, and obviously I'll have car keys also go in here, right? And then, but what I do with my money is that place is busy. So what I usually do is that I have, a 50 bucks, 100 bucks or whatever, but I like loose cash. So like, for example, I'd have the 150 bucks on the one pocket. I'd have maybe 100 bucks loose on the pocket, folded to like a very small piece, and then the rest of the money here. So that, you have to always be aware of your surroundings so that when I'm buying something, right, things are like 10 rands, 20 bucks, 40 bucks, whatever. So when I know, I usually have the same sort of types of, what do you call, notes on either pocket so that I know that if something is 40 bucks or 10 bucks or whatever, I can just reach to this pocket, don't have to open it a lot, pull out my 50 bucks, zip it back up, then pay, right? And then I'm going to have change, which makes my life very easy. And some days, guys, when I'm not wearing something like this and just a t-shirt, I literally have it in the African bank. I can have one here, one there, boom. All my money is safe and sound, and then have whatever is left on, my trusty go-go wallet. And here I usually love having coins because coins are very distractive, very noisy. So I have them here, close it up, put it here. Alrighty, now let's get into the actual thrift haul. I am starting this thrift haul with the home stuff. I think because the other stuff I might have to fit some of them. So I'm just going to start with home. And I think I'm going to start with this mirror. So this mirror, guys, look at that. So this is what is going to be on the right when I'm facing the TV on this right side. Okay, so this is the basically the wall. Let me show you the full wall. This is the full wall that I actually want to decorate. Sorry for the light there, it's way too bright, but my house is very, very dark. So I always need enhancements. So yeah, so this is the other corner there. So here I'll show you what I'm going to put. And then there's obviously the side of the TV here. The other side has a mirror. So I'm going to balance it out with a mirror, one of the mirrors that you'll see. And then we'll also have something up there. And yeah, I think that's basically how we're going to work it out. Where you saw there was a blank wall on the other side, this is what I want to balance that side of the wall with. And then, so let me tell you a story. So it has a lovely chain. It is uber heavy. And it was only 750. So it was one of those mirrors that basically comes with a half moon table. Is that a half moon? Yeah, because there's a full moon. That's a half moon. That's what, oh, a half circle. Let me just call it a half circle before I say things that don't actually exist. So this was 750. I had to beg that lady to sell it to me. And that's not even what I was there for. Got it from Facebook Marketplace. Shout out. That is my shop. I actually went to buy this, right? I felt this sort of reminds me, I've never even been to Greece, but this gave me Greece and all that. And the fact that you can actually paint it, right? So this is a mirror. I love that you can close it up. I bought this was 350. I'll actually pop in the actual ads on the side so that you can see. I might be lying, might have been 450, 350, 450, somewhere there. And I just love that it gives window, right? Because as much as I'm not sure where I am going to put it, I knew that I needed it. And then it has like a hook at the back. So I'm still going to decide where to put this, but it is something that's definitely going to be painted. And then another ad came and they were like, hey, here's a set for sale. I think this was 1,250 rands, I think. And it came as a set. So there's this two tiny, still the Renaissance, you know. So remember the Hall of Mirrors, still Renaissance era sort of deco frame thing. And there's these two small ones. And then, guys, you won't believe this. Look at this stand. I think this is what sold me when I saw this, that basically had sort of, when it was advertised, you know, has this mirror on top, because I'm thinking the corner there above the plant, I am going to put the mirror on top and then this below the mirror, then have a plant sit here. Can you picture that? Okay, this is going to be stunning. This is what sold me to the set. And also I love that for a change, I have an oval mirror instead of, oh, there's another oval one. So I think it will actually match being in the same corner there. Obviously, the biggest question is, do these match? No, they do not. I'm trying to move away from the window and the light. Absolutely, they do not match. But are we going to be able to live with them? I haven't decided, but this mirror actually matches with that one, the other one on the other side of the TV. So doesn't feel like it's a big, you know, train smash. What do you think? And then this is my latest Facebook Marketplace find. So, I mean, a mirror will be nice because I wanted a wall of mirrors, but I'm also black. So Do we want all mirrors in one wall always facing me? I don't know, maybe not. So I decided that I'm going to break it down with this. When I found this, I was like, the frame, honey, it's all in the frame, but also it just brings a bit of, flowery goodness and all that. So this is not an oil painting. This is actually a print, right? There's two, and I am going to put, guys, this was 500 rands for the two. That means it's 250 each. What? You never find that. You literally never find that. Before we go there, I went home last weekend, and I always say that where I come from, we have the best thrift. Let's call it a flea market, we call it Katsumbuta, and Tsumbuta, guys, I don't even know what language it is. I think it's Swati. It might be Swati, or yeah, it is Swati. Anyway, Katsumbuta is literally doing this. So when you think about it, when you're thrifting, right, the clothes will be right on top of each other and stuff. And you basically sort of need to, and then have a look at them. So that's basically what it means. Anyway, went there. The actual market was closed, so it opens on Wednesdays and Thursdays only. But there's a lady that I love so much who actually usually is there, has a very nice stall for dresses and bedding actually. And this week she literally had brand new bedding. So I'm going to attach the video of basically us going through her stuff. And guys, she had like matching flat sheets they would basically come with two pillowcases. And my sister and I basically grabbed the same, both gravitated towards the same one. And I think because it's like autumn colors, right? We're not going to autumn, and I just feel like this color is perfect. And the loveliest thing about this is that it was actually brand new, okay? And it is 100% cotton, okay? So that's what we look for when we thrift. It's mostly about the material. You want, good material that's going to stay forever and ever and ever. This was supposed to be a thrift flip for the birthday party that I've been invited to tomorrow. I think I actually even bought something that's the same navy color that is supposed to go with this, but I'm not sure if I'm up for it. Coming up is, so I found these on Yaga, guys. They are sleeping bags, baby sleeping bags that have been used once or twice. They're really just still so brand new. There's no shifting of the lining here, of the, what do they call it, the baiting, nothing. So I have a niece and a nephew that I probably want to do a thrift flip of, tiny cutie jackets. I'll see. So the first one is this. This is from Divided. Oh, and yeah, guys, when you go thrifting, you'll find a lot of Divided. H&M, Divided, the Zara. So this I love because it is gray and it has stripes. And then what I think I'm going to do here, because I really just want it to be a clean, clean lines jersey, I'm going to remove this, which is the ribbing, the same as the ribbing that they've used here. So I don't know what that is, but it does look like, yeah, it is actually on top. You can see that the material is still there. They didn't cut it off. Thank you, Divided. Should we put this on? I'm going to put it on. This is what it looks like. So it is definitely an autumn piece or a winter piece that you actually wear inside, right? Because it's a bit tight. It is a bit tight, but it is a small also. I'm just happy that it fits me and it works. So the only thing that I'm going to do to adjust this, I have bought the two needle or the two thread needle. and I'm going to wait for that. So once that comes, we are just going to crop it up like that, just to make it a normal. I think actually it's going to be a bit longer so that I can be able to fold it in. So this is what it looks like. It looks like, doesn't it look so nice? This was 30 bucks. So I can't wait to style this because I feel it is so current. And guys, it's polka dot. Wouldn't have said no to polka dot. Love me a polka dot. This is another one. I just loved the type of, the colors on it. So there's like a green, a purple, an orange, a yellowish, a cream, and a bit of black. And look at this, guys. It is a pure silk. This is dry clean only. Not sure if I'm in the mood for dry cleaning a tie. I don't know how much that will cost, but all I know is that dry cleaning in general is a bit on the costly side. And then we have our third tie. Really love that, but I didn't want to go overboard on the ties because I did not plan to buy ties, so I didn't know how much I was supposed to spend on ties. And I spent a total of 30 bucks. But this simple skinny tie from a brand called Bew Ties. Have no idea where that is or who that is or where that is from. Did I fit this? Women's clothing normally don't fit me properly, especially if it's long sleeve tops. Let me just say long sleeve tops, because I have broad shoulders and I also have very long arms, and it's from a brand called Just Woman, and it is made out of 49% viscose, 28% polyamide, and 23% nylon. Stretch, so I don't want to disturb the mic. So this is what the top looks like. Ooh, I love that I'm wearing white underneath because you get to see exactly. So yay for the arms, guys. It still leaves space, it still gives us, we still look like, we know our size. So this is what this looks like. This is a simple round neck, bit of a high neck, round neck. And it is from a brand. I think the first thing that I loved was that it is called Sir Money. And guys, listen, read that. Can you read that? Can the camera show you that? Look at this. Yeah, the font was not their best choice, but this, guys, is an actual Lana Merino wool. When I saw that, which is actually here, so 100%. There's no polyester here. It's just no polyester, guys. A Lana Merino wool. Please check how much that is at Woolies. Just check how much it is. And there's not a lot of shops that actually sell Lana Merino. This is lightly worn. This was 30 bucks. And I was like, a Lana Merino wool. I had this on my cart at Woolies because it's one of the shops that actually has Lana Merino wool. The nicest thing about Lana Merino is that it is very light, but it actually gives you insulation and also breathable. Hey, let me just wear this, not be dramatic. Okay, we love a slim fit girly. So I think with this purchase, I love that they are very intentional. Hey, what do you think? Because Lana Merino, and I've been looking for that, and I'm so glad that I bought a Lana Merino, guys, for 30 bucks. Yes, both of these are actually 30, and then these two were 40. Imagine buying something from Divided for 40 bucks over a Lana Merino for 30 bucks. Does that make sense? This is the fourth and last items of the items that I'm like, hello, did we just find this? So that guy had really nice wool stuff. So this is 52% Lana wool, guys. And then there's 22% nylon, 20% viscose, and Okay, look at that last item there. Isn't that 6% cashmere? And it's from a brand called John and Jill. Can you imagine 6% cashmere? Like, what do you mean? Okay, so it is grandpa, okay? It is a bit grandpa, but it's cashmere, okay? And cashmere. Oh, okay. I'm just so proud. It's going to get cold. And hold on, guys. I'm literally going to style this, okay? Let me style this for you because I feel there's no ways I'm running my dirty scissors through a perfectly great quality cardigan. Okay, I took off my glasses and put on. So this I thought was going to be a look, but I doubt it is. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to change to like black shorts, and let's see how that looks, because I sort of want to start with a casual look for this. So I thought this was gonna work, but hell no. Okay, let me find those black shorts that I'm talking about. Found the shorts. Guys, this thing is hot. And yeah, I do think that I have found that one jersey that I'm always gonna be wearing. Okay, look one, a success. There's 1, 2 items that are thrifted. I think 3. I thrifted this. I can't remember where, but this was thrifted. And listen, this is when it's winter time, personality. And then now I have a new one, a new personality. I do think that if it had pockets, it was going to be slouchy. Basically, love the way I paired it with the loafers, Coach loafers. I wasn't sure when I bought these, but now I think, yes, girl. I love it, guys. Even with the stockings are just meant for me not to be naked on the internet. But look at this, okay? This, I think, is a look. I have found Lana Merino with cashmere, darling, so we don't have to worry about being cold. Okay, anyway, let us go into our second look. Let's see what that is going to be. Okay, I found a belt, and so we have 2. I think this is 2. Oh, maybe it can work, but it feels like this is too girly, or maybe we need to girl it up. The microphone is really, really destructive. I did not tie this tie properly. But here with the look, darlings. And oh, I love. Okay. Okay. Here with the look, darlings. And I love. Okay. Won't be as lumpy, of course. Just have to distribute and make sure that my belt is not tight. But I think this is a look. Okay. I do think, hold it. Okay. I really do love have something hanging as an accessory from somewhere, as a statement. I think I want it to be visible. So do I have a pocket? No, we don't have a pocket. But like, I feel it's something that I can tuck somewhere here, because it's too brown, right? So I would definitely make a plan with this, but I love the idea of stripes and polka dots and there we go. I feel like this is a look. It is getting very dark. Also, the fact that it is very, very loose fitting. I think this is a size large or XL, and that's why. But actually, now maybe we are styling this, which I would literally, on a warm day, this is how I'd show up to the office. Just like that. Literally, guys, just like this. And I'll be done. Ah! Oh my gosh, guys. What? Okay. Stripes are next. I always love a stripe. A black and white stripe against color is so delicious. And you can see already how amazing this is. I think with a belt though, with a belt, do we have a belt? We don't have a belt around here. Hold on. Where's that black one? Okay, can't find it. But I just think this is, you know, yeah, this works, guys. This is my best purchase of 2026. I just have to tell you, for winter, let me just say for winter though,